The movie begins with pirates attacking a ship. Aquaman came to their aid and defeated them. Then he told me that he was married to Queen Mera and that she had a child. He is now living happily with the king of Atlantis and his family. Aquaman's son can talk to fish, even though he's still a baby. Manta thinks the reason Aquaman is still alive is because I haven't fixed my suit yet. Two scientists thought they had found Atlantis in the Arctic, and the ice cracked. A large snake-like creature attacked them below. Manta and his group dive underwater after the creature. The group finds a device there that is several thousand years old. The creature kills all members of the group except Manta. Manta hears someone's voice. "Finally you're here," she tells him. Manta finds evil there, a green spear. Then his former owner asks him to give him time to take revenge on Aquaman, but in return he will be freed. But then it turned out that it was happening in his dreams. But the spear remained with him. In a conversation with his father, Aquaman says that his mentor Woko died to unite humans and Atlanteans. Manta and his group find an ancient ship. But it runs on an ancient fuel known as Orichalcum. Manta attacks Orichalcum storage, but the security system detects them. Then their capital ship hits the entrance. Using this, they get fuel. But Manta injures Princess Mera with a laser beam. When Manta tries to kill Mera, Arthur attacks him. Manta distracts Arthur and escapes as the Atlantean army is closing in on them. Mera is seriously injured. The Council of Justice told the people that King Arthur had spent too much time on Earth and was unable to protect his family, so that he could replace the king. Orichalcum fuel was a very dangerous and ancient substance that could not be safely disposed of, so they hid it in 12 vaults. It turned out that Manta stole all the fuel little by little for 5 months. Manta is causing global warming by producing hot gas using Orichalcum and increasing the temperature of the planet. Arthur thinks the only way to defeat Manta is to find his brother Orm, as he has met Manta before. His brother is being held in a prison in the desert, and that prison is guarded by a large creature. This creature feeds on human blood. If Arthur gets caught, he won't survive. He finds his brother, but he is in a very bad condition. They tame blood-sucking creatures and use them to escape from prison. They chase after them, but Orm gains his strength when he reaches the shore and hits the water. Orm defeats them all. And then they return to Atlantis. At this time, Manta was destroying the planet using all the fuel. Arthur and Orm go to the city built from sunken ships. It will belong to the city robbers. Unfortunately, the pirates don't like Arthur. The pirates capture Arthur and Orm. In order to find Manta, Orm goes in search of him to ask for help from his former informant, the Sea King. The king of the drowned kingdom won't help them, so they go to war. They discover that the Manta may be in the thickets of the Pacific island where Volcano is located. Arthur and Orm go to the island. Arthur laughs at his brother and tells him to eat the Suvarak. He says it tastes like shrimp, and Orm eats the cockroach. When he tried to laugh at his brother again and gave him the coconut juice he was sick of, Orm did not agree and told his brother to drink it yourself. The radiation has changed the insects and plants on this island. They were very big. For example, a large butterfly and a carnivorous plant, wild grasshoppers eating a large mouse. When the scientist put the spear together, he realizes that his former owner is sleeping in the ice and that he will be freed when the ice melts, so he uses Manta to melt the ice. Manta says they came with you to get revenge on Aquaman. When Orm learns that his brother did not want to take the taxi from him and that he only wanted to stop the collision between Earth and Atlantis, his feelings towards him change. They enter the volcano. They capture Manta's headquarters, but when Manta's group learns of their arrival, they fire at the headquarters with a special weapon designed to kill Atlanteans. They fight after falling down. They defeat a robot that can move both under and above water. Then Manta attacks them with a laser beam. Orm ignores his brother's words and thinks that he can defeat Manta by himself. But Manta knocks him down with one blow. When Aram takes the spear in his hand, he sees an ancient battle. At that moment, Manta attacks him with a laser and Orm is seriously injured. At this moment, the Atlantean army arrives. They set fire to the island and destroy it. Arthur damages Manta's suit in battle. Then Manta escapes by hanging onto the ship. Arthur gets hit by a sonic weapon and is crushed by rocks until Mera comes to save him. After the battle, Orm says that he saw the seventh king and that his name is Nikros, but the king does not believe him because no one knows anything about that kingdom. Thanks to the Orichalcum stock, Nikros had grown stronger. Its king was Cordex, the brother of King Atland. But Orichalcum poisoned water and land. His brother asked him to stop using Orichalcum, but he made the spear using black magic because my brother wanted to usurp my throne. Black three-pronged spear. He attacked Atlantis by turning its inhabitants into creatures. Atlant won the battle and froze the Nikros kingdom with his blood. The blood of one of Atlant's descendants was needed to free Cordex. Arthur. Orm. Their mother. Or the blood of Arthur's child. Manta wounds Arthur's father and takes away his son. The scientist sends them his cards. It turns out that they are going to Antarctica. The ice had almost melted. Manta fires a missile to get inside and completely destroy the ice. Arthur. With the help of the whales, it will strike with a different frequency against the nearby ship and the ship will explode. Manta and the scientist enter the kingdom of Nekris. As Arthur and the Atlanteans enter the kingdom, they are attacked by an army of Kordek creatures. There will be a fierce battle between them. The king crab fights against the creatures and is left alone. Arthur goes to find the prince. Manta goes to the throne room and tells the scientist to bring the child to Cordex's frozen body, but the scientist has placed a bomb instead of the child. Manta takes the child away from the doctor while he is running away. When Manta tries to kill the prince, he informs his father and Arthur saves his son. Manta wants Aquaman's blood and they fight. When Manta tries to kill Arthur, Mera comes to save him. As Mera runs away with the prince, Manta throws a black spear at him, but Orm catches it, and Cordex tells Orm that if you free me, all my power will be yours. Cordex leaves Manta's mind and enters Orm's mind, telling him that if he kills his brother, he will become the ruler of the oceans again. Orm frees Cordex with Arthur's blood. Arthur grabs the spear and Cordex tries to mind control both of them, but Arthur is freed by recalling his memories. He takes the spear from Aram, reminding him of his memories, and throws it at Cordex, but Cordex catches the spear. And Arthur throws his spear and his spear shatters Cordex's spear and kills him. The kingdom will be destroyed. Manta remains under the kingdom without accepting Arthur's help. When they got out from under the crumbling kingdom, Arthur told Orm that he would come to a place not far away, and convince the others that he was dead and that his body was trapped in the glaciers. Orm told his brother that he was better than he thought and that he was a great king and sailed away. Arthur decided to tell the humans that he was in Atlantis and make peace with them. And the people and the Atlanteans decided to rise together. The end of the film ended with Orm eating a cheeseburger with cockroach. Just like Arthur said.